Good morning, Bearcats. I'm Landon.
And I'm Shambi.
Today is Wednesday, January 29th, and this is your Bearcat News.
Today's lunch will be glazed carrots, broccoli, tossed salad, assorted fruit with one choice of entree being mandarin orange chicken with fried rice, General Tso's chicken with fried rice, Southwest cheesy pull-aparts, chef salad, and PB&J pack.
Because of the missed days due to snow, we will now have a normal school day on February 14th. That was originally supposed to be the start of winter break, and thankfully we'll still be out on Monday the 17th.
As the new cell phone policy has taken effect, there has been changes for students, teachers, and administrators. Bearcat News got your view.
The new cell phone policy went into effect last week at Virginia High. It came about because of an order from Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin. But how do students and faculty feel about the changes?
Who am I here with today?
This is Dr. Schuer, Assistant Principal and CTE Director at Virginia High School.
What are your thoughts on the current student critiques on the new phone policy?
Yeah, so there's been pluses and minuses, I think, to the new policy. The positive is we're going to be consistent with what we're doing with all students. It's the same policy for everybody here at the high school. And I think that one of the positives that we have here at the high school compared to the middle school and elementary is that our high school students do have the opportunity to use it on the bus, in the mornings, during breakfast, and during their lunch time, okay? So that is a little bit more of freedom than what's been going to be given to the middle school and high school. So I do feel like that gives an opportunity for our high school students to show some responsibility, that they can take the time to set boundaries for themselves and not use it in the hallway, not use it during class, but then use it when it is appropriate, like during lunch, when we're not trying to, teach and have instruction going on. So if our students at the high school level are doing a really good job with that, then we expect that policy to stay in place. If they are really struggling to keep those boundaries in place, then they're probably going to make it even more strict, and where high school students can't have it on at all during the whole day. So that'll be up to the high school students to decide kind of how much freedom they want to have, depending on how responsible they are with these boundaries. So I'm interested to see how that goes. Some critiques that I've heard from students so far. Students are wondering about listening to music in the hallways, checking their phone between classes, things like that, which are things they're not going to be able to do. So we understand that that's going to be part of instruction, and so that would be part of that. But we wouldn't be having students listening from music from their phones, those type of things. I know another issue is going to the bathroom, leaving class, making sure that it stays in the book bag, those type of things. And then one other critique I've heard is, why do we have to hold to these standards, but why do teachers not have to have cell phone policy situation? And the best explanation I can give you for that is adults have different levels of responsibility. Adults in this building are held to a different standard, and they have a lot more responsibility on their plate because they're hired through our school division, and we expect certain things of them. And so they're going to have a little bit more freedoms with that, as long as that freedom, again, is not being abused. If I've got a teacher who's sitting at their desk for 30 minutes on their phone instead of teaching a class, now that's not going to be okay. And I'm going to want to know about those type of things going on in a building. And so I am going to be walking around, not just looking at students, but also looking at how teachers are interacting with students as well. That's something that we always do. But I've never had a problem with the teacher in my building sitting, not teaching class, playing on their phone instead of doing the instruction. So that's where we expect it to be the same thing with our students. While they're in that classroom, while they're expected to teach, their focus is on their students. And so if they need to check their phone real quick or something like that, we feel like our adults have the responsibility to do that and still be able to manage the class and not get in the way. So these are hopefully lessons that you guys can learn in high school that you can then apply to your jobs when you leave high school or even in college, because cell phones aren't going anywhere. You guys are going to have, if you already have a cell phone, you're probably going to have one the rest of your life. And so learning how to use it in appropriate ways, when to set boundaries for yourself, is going to be only helpful for you as an adult when you have jobs or have situations where you also can't use your phone as an adult in those types of situations. So training you in high school to know when it's appropriate will only hopefully help you be able to know how to do that and navigate that as an adult moving forward.
Thank you.
Yep.
As you can see, the options are slim. Back to you in the studio.
The next P7's next meeting will be on Thursday, February the 6th. It will be held in the library directly after school, and all are welcome to come.
HOSA would like to remind everyone January is National Blood Donation Month. 1 pint of blood can save up to 3 lives. Remember, you can donate at school, hospitals, and the Marsh Regional Blood Center.
Yearbooks are on sale at yearbookorders.com for $70. You can type in Virginia High School or our code 25761 to purchase. If you have any questions, please contact Ms. Morales. And now let's take a look at the upcoming Bearcat events.
Today, the indoor track teams travel to Abingdon. Wrestling is at home versus Battle, Lee, and Westridge.
Tomorrow we have an early dismissal for students while wrestling travels to Richlands.
On Friday, all district honor band will take place at the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center. Girls basketball plays Marion at 6:30 in Marion, and boys will follow at 8 o'clock.
And finally, on Saturday, the all-district honor band continues while girls basketball plays Union at home. JV starts at 2 and varsity starts at 3:30. Show up and be part of the Bearcat Nation.
That's your Bearcat News for Wednesday. We hope you have a productive and memorable day.